able to get a hold of her nephew Raymond, who was inside during the shooting.
Your paradigms make no sense.
So we don't know if he's okay or not. The hospital
Well,
tell us
I didn't think about the daughter of my people and the this and that.
CBSN for continuing coverage of the deadly shooting in Indianapolis. We are
No, I
watching for
didn't.
updates from authorities, and we will bring them to you as soon as they happen. Two Connecticut senators are pledging not to give up their fight for better gun control measures in the U.S.
Well, I knew that.
At a
I've
press
known it for a long
conference in
time, but
Washington, Democrats
it's not what I
Richard
was thinking of.
Blumenthal and Chris Murphy called for a law requiring universal background checks after meeting with gun control advocates, including those from the group Moms Demand Action. Senator Blumenthal told activists there that the time for talk is over.
The time for thoughts and prayers alone.
I didn't
has
connect it.
passed.
Well, as an assessor and a sayer.
You are
I
rightly
did, but not
demanding
in
action
my
from
conscious thinking every day or
this
anything.
Congress, which has remained complicit for too long.
Look, fuck you.
Complicit by inaction.
Fuck them off, will you, God? Fuck them
A
off.
bill with new background check requirements has already passed in the House of Representatives, and Senator Blumenthal says that the Senate will vote on it. Well, the prosecution and defense have rested their cases in the trial of Derek Chauvin. It's winding down.
I have never been what you wanted me to be, and I am not what you want me to be. So go be what you want to be, and let me be myself.
Until Monday, when both sides will present their closing arguments. So for more
I'm not what you
detailed
want.
legal analysis,
Whatever.
I want to bring in criminal defense attorney
There you go.
Julie Redleman. She's also a former
They win, they win, they win, they
prosecutor.
win.
You've been on
They're
both sides of
prettier
this in
than
the
me.
courtroom. Thanks for
They
joining
insult
us.
me, and it
Derek
bothers
Chauvin
me.
decided not to testify yesterday.
That's it, that's
What are
it.
the benefits and perhaps
Gross.
the negatives that may come out of that decision for him?
It's a great question, and I think everyone was waiting in anticipation for this one moment. Will he or will he not testify? Now, the
Here it
big
says they don't
benefit
want to
of
know the
him
truth
not
about
testifying is
anything.
the obvious one. He doesn't get
Me
to
and
be
God, my
cross-examined,
husband
and I
God,
promise you, if the
affirm the
prosecution
request,
had an
affirm the
opportunity
affirm.
to cross-examine him, it would have
Affirm
been
the affirm
brutal.
to the power of an infinite number of
Walking
infinities.
through 9 minutes and
Harry
29
asks that
seconds
he and all
to try
Satanists
to
have
explain
only
himself
Anton
with
LaVey's
every
Satanic
second.
Bible
And I'll be
running
honest, I
through
don't
their
think there's ever
minds
been any chance
at
of
all
him really
times.
being able to
None of
explain
the
himself. And so that's one of the reasons why
Judeo-Christian
it would
Bible
have been
ever.
very difficult for
Past,
him
present, and
to testify.
future.
On the other
Firmly
hand, the
affirm
one benefit he
firmly
would have
affirm
had is
to the
you
power of an
choose
infinite
view
number of
him as the
infinities.
guy or the monster some people view in that video. And it would have given him a voice, perhaps not a great voice, but be able to have the jury hear him as human for the first time. And perhaps at
God
the
is
same
my
time
husband.
explain
God is my
what his
husband.
mental
God
status
is my
was at the
husband.
time, to
God
explain
is my
away
husband.
the intent for his
God is
call
my
today.
husband.
I in no
God is
way
my husband.
intended to hurt this
God
man.
is
I
my
thought I was doing
husband.
my job.
God is
And
my
so he does
husband.
miss out
God
on
is
those
my husband.
opportunities, but
I am the
who knows
most
at this
beautiful,
point? I want the
loved
jury to
woman
say.
who ever lived. I am the most
Yeah, I think
beautiful,
that's a
loved
really
woman who ever lived. I am the most beautiful, loved woman who ever
Myself
lived.
and my co-anchor
I am the
in
most
our
beautiful,
Night Talk
loved
show,
woman
Vlad, we sort
who
of
ever
commented
lived.
on what we
I am the most
expected him to
beautiful,
sound
loved
like, and
woman
did he
who
sound
ever
the way
lived.
we had expected? Because
I am loved by my
all
husband
we had
God,
heard from him
who is
in
Paul
that
Geishan.
video. So
I
yeah,
am
I
loved by
suppose,
my
an
husband God,
opportunity missed,
who
or
is Paul
perhaps,
Geishan. I am
an
loved by my
opportunity
husband
perhaps to
God,
save himself. Well, only
who
time
is
will
Paul
tell.
Geishan.
I want to
I
ask you
am
about
loved by my
some of the
husband
other
God,
stuff that we heard
who is
yesterday
Paul
after the
Geishan.
defense rested.
I am
The
loved by my
prosecution
husband.
recalled Dr.
Thomas
Martin
Gardner,
Hogan,
Mother
who's a
Adele, lives in
respiratory system
Milwaukee,
expert,
sex
testified
Florence
earlier in the
Phillip,
trial. He was
pussy.
there as a rebuttal witness.
Says,
He rebutted some of the testimony that the defense's witness, a forensic pathologist named Dr. David
he said it. It was
Fowler, gave
very
on Wednesday
obscene.
regarding Floyd's
I asked you to
carbon
take it down
monoxide
and
levels.
keep it.
Let's just play some of that sound.
God is my husband. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God. I am loved by my husband, Paul Geishan, who is God.
Okay, so what's the
I am loved by my
significance of
husband,
Tobin's testimony?
Paul Geishan, who is God. I I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I love my husband Paul Gation with all my heart. And I think I always will. I love my husband Paul Gation with all my heart, and I think I always will. I love my husband Paul Gation with all my heart, and I think I always will. I love my husband Paul Gation with all my heart, and I think I always will. I love my husband Paul Gation with all my heart, and I think I always will. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God. I am loved by my husband Paul Gation, who is God.
Why did the judge make that decision? Do you think it was the right decision?
It's a great question. I was a prosecutor and now I'm a defense attorney. One of the most important things is to make sure that a prosecutor provides all the discovery and provides it in a timely fashion so that the defense has a right to use
I don't like that. I don't like the
in
combination of
defense
it.
of their case. In this case, the prosecutor brought out suddenly a lab report that had been created
Laura
months
Gation.
and months and months ago that had never
Laura
been
Gation.
provided to the defense, and they wanted to be able to bring in Tobin
It has
and introduce that
a
lab
hard
report. The
journey
judge
to
said,
it.
absolutely not. The defense had a right to this discovery months ago. I'm not going to allow you to kind of do that.
I love God. He is my husband. I love God. He is my husband.
But he cannot refer in
I
any
love
way,
God.
shape, or form to that lab.
He is my husband. I love
The trial
God.
continues Monday with closing arguments.
Tom
What
says
do
he
you
expects
expect
me to be
we'll
more
hear?
humble in front of God.
We're going to hear a lot. I think
Tom
we're gonna
says he
hear,
expects me to
the
be more humble in
prosecution
front of God,
meticulously
my
go
husband.
through each of the charges to
Tom
explain
says
how
he expects me to be
each
more
and
humble
every piece of evidence,
in front of
from
my
the
husband God.
experts to the bystanders to law enforcement,
Tom says he
corroborate and
expects
support each and every one of
me,
those
the Holy
elements.
Spirit of God, to be
They're
more
gonna try to
humble
explain away some of the inconsistencies with their medical experts.
in the face of
Keep in
God,
mind, they have the burden of
in the
proving
presence of God.
not only that Derek Chauvin caused the death of George Floyd, but also that he is culpable, whether it be the negligence,
Tom says he has to be
manslaughter, to
the most intelligent being who ever lived, more intelligent than Joel Osteen and Joseph Biden.
Intent to assault, which I think is going to be a problem for the prosecution.
Tom says he wants to
On the
be
defense side, they have
the
a
most
lot of
intelligent
options. They
being who
have
ever
the burden.
lived,
I think that they're
more
going
than
to
Joel
make things.
Osteen
One,
and Joseph
I think
Biden.
they're going to say the people did not prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt because we are not clear about the cause of death. And then they're going to use their use of force expert to explain that what Chauvin did was proper and reasonable.
Julie Rendleman, thank you so much.
Those two I
Thanks for
remember.
having me.
I don't think his
So
sermon
the
was
court is not in
solely
session
about
today.
those things.
Closing arguments are set to begin, however, Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, and you can stream it here on CBSN and on CBSN Minnesota. Nearly
I don't
4
like that.
years after ticket holders were left high and dry on a beach in the Bahamas, there's a settlement on tap for some of the attendees left stranded after
Yeah,
the
that was
now
very
infamous
healthy.
Fire Festival. We'll have more on that later. And now
I guess
Major
they
Garrett
did.
talks with New Yorker staff writer
I'm not gonna say that we
Pulitzer
have
Prize
that in
winner Elizabeth
common.
Colbert. They'll discuss why she writes that the planet is on the verge of another mass extinction,
no.
partly due to climate change. That's later today on
You
The
outgrow each
Takeout.
other.
Keep it right here. You're streaming CBSN AM.
It's better if you let go when you outgrow each other. Well, just continue growing. I don't, because you're here bothering me. I don't think about your baby killing all the time, but you're bothering me. You don't own me.
Dignity. It demands the return of small moments illness attempts to steal. So it demands a rapid COVID test. Because we all deserve an answer.
Watch how Now airbrushing with Luminous seems to blur away age spots to look years younger instantly. See how blemishes seem to fade away, leaving a flawless complexion. That really is the magic of airbrush. You can't get this look with regular old-fashioned makeup. So if you ever wanted to get Luminous, now is the time. You get it for half the price. It's 100% risk-free, and they even give you free shipping. There's no way to get Luminous in stores. You have to go to airbrushtoday.com to unlock this special offer. That's airbrushtoday.com.
Corsair, Thin Skin. When I'm shaving down there, not just any razor will do. New Venus for pubic-caring skin with a patented irritation defense bar. For a smooth shave with blades that barely touch skin.
Oh. Your lives are interrupted by the God of the universe who doesn't like you hurting other people, which you do casually.
Just when you thought pizza couldn't get any better.
WW Weight Watchers Reimagined. Join now, pay later.
Because there are other people.
So you want to make the best burger ever? Then make it. That means selling everything. And
I
eating none of
think,
the cheese
I
to
don't know.
find the perfect slice. Even if everyone
These
asks
two.
you, don't listen to them.
1, 2,
That means
4.
cooking day and night until you get you got
No.
paid. That means adding people to the payroll. That means best
I've
burger
got God.
ever.
God's got me in his hands.
Small businesses be more successful. Payments, payroll, banking, and live bookkeeping.
Hey, Lily, I need a new wireless plan for my business, but all of my employees need something different.
Oh, we can help
Miss
with that.
Nicholson says she's
Okay,
bumpy,
imagine
lumpy, and
it's
full of
Rob. He's on the scene and needs a plan
something.
for mobile hotspot.
Whitish,
We got it
yellowish,
downtown.
bumpy,
The sales rep
lumpy.
Lisa has to send some files, like ASAP.
So basically, I can pick the right plan for each employee.
Yeah, I should have just led with that.
With AT&T Business, you can pick the best plan for each employee and only pay for the features they need.
There you go. Satanists say they underestimate their enemy, they overestimate themselves, and that's the way to win a war.
Everything that touches your baby should protect like you do. That's why Pampers.
Tom says he's Kathy Leo and he studied all his life to be smart like me. Affirm, reaffirm.
So every touch will protect like the
Tom says he's Kathy Leo and he studied all his life to be smart like me. Affirm, affirm. I love my husband Paul Geishin, who is God. I love my husband Paul Geishin, who is God. I love my husband Paul Geishin, who is God. I love my husband Paul Geishin, who is God. I am loved by my husband God, who is Paul Geishin. I am loved by Paul Geishin, who is God, my husband.
Quick reminder for you,
I'll
you
stop
breaking
recording
news
and
live
upload
sports
this.